I want to instill this hope into you that no matter how ugly or like how bad you feel right now for not having love, sex, and intimacy in your life, there is still hope. There is always improvements to be made. And if you have been like a loser for a few years, that hope will slowly go away, because the more you get positive feedback from the world that you don't deserve love, sex, intimacy, you don't deserve a girlfriend, you're this ugly loser that nobody likes. Truthfully, you can't help but to feel like that is the reality, like that is the objective truth of the universe. If I continued with that kind of thinking and I told myself that all the time, I wouldn't be what I am today. I have a very loving girl, and I'm more than happy to be in a relationship with her. She's a very sweet girl, very beautiful. I love her very much. And I wouldn't get a relationship like this if I didn't have hope. Hope was the only thing that I needed like 2-3 years ago when I was a total loser playing video games, playing Valorant. I was radiant at that game. Like, I literally woke up and didn't even straight away warm up on my Valorant. That's it. Hop into like a private match and then start to like warm up my flicks and everything. That was literally my daily routine. Didn't even shower and didn't even brush my teeth, and then I straight away hop onto Valorant. You can imagine how bad my life was at that time. And if you can relate to me, there is hope. Like, I was this total degenerate loser, didn't even step outside the house. Like, I literally have friends telling me like, go and see grass, like go and touch grass, that kind of thing. So I was in a very, very bad situation, and I still managed to like get what I have today, which is like, I know many young guys have this desire to want a girlfriend for love, sex, and intimacy, and it's okay to like, it's okay to think like, yeah, I want love, sex, and intimacy, because in the Maslow hierarchy of needs, it is fundamentally needed in humans. So you shouldn't feel bad that you want this kind love, sex, and intimacy. Maybe like the modern world has like stomped your masculinity for wanting to like basically reproduce. Even though if it's not for like reproduction, you have a slight desire to want to be intimate with a girl, whether it's to like cuddle, to kiss. Maybe your kissless virgin, you just want on your first kiss, and then maybe get your dick sucked. It's all things that we all need as guys. And when you don't have that, it's quite a depressing life. You live a depressing life. You do that by increasing your sexual market value. So when I was like lost and I didn't know what to do to attract girls, this is what I got from like the internet and everything. Your sexual market value. That is basically like what you bring to the table in terms of a relationship. For girls, it's simple. It's like 90% is how they look, and then like of course they must be like kind, loving, respectful, compassionate, and all these things. These are like things that make up the girl's sexual market value. Like, they don't really have to bring a lot of money and like their game. But for guys, it's much harder. You get your sexual market increases. It goes like, it correlates with how old you are. So the older you are, usually the higher sexual market value you have, because it consists of like your looks, your status, your money, as well as your game meaning like your risk. So all of this, it's only improved by years. Like, the longer you live, the higher it goes. But what I can say is, if you're like a guy below the age of 20, the best thing you can do right now is to increase like your attractiveness in general. So basically your grooming, your hygiene, your smell, your fashion, and like the most important thing that you can control is like your body. Basically, building muscle and having like the aesthetic V taper is the thing that is going to like give you the biggest return on investment in terms of attraction to girls. If your goal is like, no matter what your goal is, increasing your looks will always like help and benefit you no matter what. So don't think this is like shallow, or like it's something that is gay or whatever, because your looks is very important. Like, I don't know, maybe like I don't really use like social media that much, but I can tell you that if you think like increasing your looks is, if you have limiting beliefs behind like increasing your looks, then you are like, you're going to stay lonely for the rest of your life. Because it's either you increase your looks, increase your attractiveness, or you stay as a loser that might get married after like 30 when like when you're literally, your wife is like fat and obese. Yeah, increase your looks. Do that by building a static V-taper physique, which like I don't want to get too detailed into like building a physique, because you can check that out in my like the other videos on my channel. But yeah, hope is what I needed that time, and I wish that from this video itself you have a sense of hope now. Yeah, because I really wasn't like the most attractive guy in the past, but I still managed to be what I am today, you know.